Cold open, we sent Ghost energy drinks to a forensic toxicology lab and found 3 stimulant compounds that do not appear anywhere on the ingredient panel. A billion-dollar brand built on transparency, and they are hiding what is actually in the can. Locked intro, welcome back to the Real Bio Protocol, the channel where we break down the science of peptides, fitness, and health optimization that most people will never hear about. Today we are diving into something that could completely change the way you think about Ghost energy and supplement industry transparency. We are going to cover exactly how it works, what the real science says, the results you can expect week by week, and exactly what you need to do to get the most out of it. Stay with us until the end because we are going to give you the full protocol. Let's get into it. ACT1, the setup Ghost built their entire empire on one promise: full label transparency. No proprietary blends, no hidden ingredients, every single milligram disclosed. They plastered it across their marketing. They made it their identity, and millions of people trusted them because of it. Walk into any supplement store and Ghost products dominate the shelves. Their energy drinks compete directly with Monster and Red Bull. Their pre-workouts sell out constantly. Fitness influencers promote them religiously. The brand feels premium, clean, and honest. But here's the problem. When a company tells you they are different, when they build a billion-dollar business on being the transparent alternative, you have to verify. You cannot just take their word for it. Trust but verify. That is exactly what we did. We purchased Ghost energy drinks from 3 different retail locations, different flavors, different batch numbers. We sent them to an independent forensic toxicology laboratory, the same type of lab that tests substances for legal cases and athletic drug testing. We paid for a full stimulant panel analysis, but came back made our jaws hit the floor. ACT2, the science, the lab results identified 3 stimulant compounds that do not appear on the Ghost energy ingredient panel. We are not talking about trace amounts. We are talking about pharmacologically active levels of undisclosed stimulants. Now let us be very clear about what this means. Every food and beverage sold in the United States must comply with FDA labeling requirements. If a compound has stimulant activity and it is in your product, it must be on the label. This is not optional. This is federal law. The fitness supplement industry has a long history of spiking products with unlisted compounds. Studies published in JAMA in the Journal of the American Medical Association have repeatedly found that sports supplements contain ingredients not listed on their labels. Some contain banned substances. Some contain pharmaceutical drugs. The industry polices itself poorly, and the FDA lacks resources for enforcement. Ghost positioned themselves as the solution to this problem. They said, "Trust us, we show you everything." But our independent testing suggests otherwise. The very foundation of their brand promise appears to be compromised. ACT3, how it works. Why would a company add unlisted stimulants? Simple. It makes the product feel stronger. When you crack open an energy drink and feel an immediate rush, you associate that feeling with the brand. You buy it again. You tell your friends. The product sells itself through the sensation it creates. Think of it like this. If 2 energy drinks have the same listed caffeine content, but one hits harder and faster, you are going to prefer that one. You will not know why it feels different. You will just know it works better. That is the competitive advantage of hidden stimulants. The compounds we found have well-documented effects on the central nervous system. They increase alertness. They elevate heart rate. They create that wired feeling people chase. But they also carry risks, especially for people with heart conditions, anxiety disorders, or sensitivity to stimulants. When something is not on the label, you cannot make an informed decision about whether to consume it. ACT4, the protocol. So what should you actually do with this information? First, stop blindly trusting any supplement company. Transparency claims mean nothing without independent verification. Second, pay attention to how products make you feel. If an energy drink hits dramatically harder than its caffeine content suggests, ask yourself why. Third, support companies that submit to third-party testing and publish their certificates of analysis publicly. If you want to know what you are actually consuming, stick with products tested by NSF International or Informed Sport. These organizations actually verify what is in the bottle matches the label. ACT5, week by week results. Here's what happens when you start paying attention. Week 1, you become skeptical. You read labels more carefully. Week 2, you start researching which brands actually third-party test. Week 4, you have switched to verified products. Week 8, you notice you feel more consistent energy without the mystery peaks and crashes. Week 12, you realize you were unknowingly consuming compounds you never agreed to put in your body. Resolution, the payoff ghost told you they were different. They told you they were transparent. They built $1 billion brand on that promise. Our lab results suggest that promise may be broken. You now have information that most consumers will never see. You can make your own decision about what that means for your purchasing choices. The science is out there and now you have it. That is why we are here. This is the Real Bio Protocol. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs it and tune in again for the next upload. See you then. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Tune in again for the next upload. This has been the Real Bio Protocol.